Back everybody to the Meeple Marathon. Today we have a pretty quick video, but I wanted to show off how I have decided to store Viscounts of the West Kingdom. This is my first West Kingdom game, but I have heard a lot about how these, relatively small boxes compared to a lot of other games are really hard to get the all of the contents of the game back into the box. So what I have created here, A, protects everything nicely, but B, it also makes it so it's very easy to pass out the various colors and starting decks to the individual players as you're playing. So, and there may even be a little bit of room if there's an expansion down the road. We'll have to see. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I've got. Alright, so manual on top, you can see that it fits underneath. Alright, and so it's really just two things you need to purchase. One would be a set of these bit bins. Now what's really nice about these is that they are just the right size to fit. You can see there's a little bit of wiggle room in there, but not much. Those your meeples and your buildings and even your Viscount and your your two virtue trackers, everything fits in there, right? But there's not a whole lot of room for them to wiggle around. And I don't know if you can notice there are these little pieces of plastic on the inside because they are meant to hold cards. And even if you wanted to sleeve these, you can see they would still fit. There is still enough room along the outside, but these are just the right size that there's a little bit of, I'm not smushing things in there, but the cards are not going to move on the bottom. They're gonna stay nice and flat and not get damaged up. And even if you wanted to sleeve them, I think that you would still be able to fit everything because there is that wiggle room. You might have to shake things around a little bit more if you sleeved them, just because of the actual space. But I haven't tried it yet, but certainly this way works. And so essentially what I have is one of these bit bins for each color. So when someone sits down at the table, oh, you want to be blue? Here you go. You want to be green? Here you go. I'll take yellow, and we'll put red back in the box. So that's one. And these come in a set. I got these from Amazon. I'll put a link to those below. Now, the other thing, and this is it, essentially, is this Plano box here. This is a Plano 3400. I left the sticker on here so I didn't forget, but the stickers come off there pretty easily. I'll pull that off later. But that's really it. Everything else is contained in this box except for my mini cards here, which you can see fit into the space that the board creates kind of up here, and this creates. So this Plano box is the perfect size that it fits right up next to the castle here. It creates this space and it creates room for those. And so now you've kind of got a singular plane here, and then the rest of these just kind of stack around as you wish. And then it also gives you enough room to put two stacks of cards side by side in their bags. And you can see that there is probably still enough room if you wanted to sleeve these. There's some additional thickness here. This one especially is not full to the brim. I have all of my recruits that you can hire here with the gray banners, and everything else is in here. So this is the AI deck, the D's and Det cards, along with the starting hero cards and the starting player reference cards. Basically everything else that's not a recruit, and then all the mini size cards are in there. So let's just real quick show you, because to get it in this size, it is close. So one thing that might not work, I don't have the metal coins. I just have the traditional cardboard coins, but they all fit in there. All the cardboard coins fit in there. Let me pull this out so I can do this. Okay, so essentially what I have done here is given the coins their own tray, the inkwells their own tray, the stone and the gold is under here. I've taken the 5 gray starting manuscripts and put them with the gray stone, just because that seemed to make sense to me. And then I took as many manuscripts as I could and still putting them on their side, and they have to have room to kind of lay over a little bit. You can see if you stand them on their end, they are too tall. So I got about halfway across, a little more than halfway, and it's not hard to to figure this out. You basically put them in there and you say, ooh, can I fit a little bit more? Can I fit another one? See, I could probably fit another one in there and I'm still below, maybe even one more. At a certain point here, I'm going to push it up too high where the lid won't close. And then I just stuck all the rest of them in here over top of the gold. The reason I'm okay with this is because your manuscripts come out at the beginning of the game during setup, and you always need all of them. You're not going to ever leave any in the box. So it's perfectly fine that you have them sitting on top of some of your other resources, because right now all they need to do is just have a home to be held in. Then once you start the game and set up the game, all of them are going to come out. All of them are going to be on the board. And during the game, when you're claiming them, they stay out in front of you. So the only reason these need to have a spot is to store them in the box. The rest of the stuff, though, all the other resources, you're drawing from and adding back into. So it's nice that these are a good size well. You can easily get 2 fingers in there to pull them out. It's not too deep, plenty of space. So again, this Plano box just works. This is a Plano 3400. I think I picked this one up at Walmart. You can find these on Amazon, any fishing supply, sporting supply store, Plano 3400. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. All the flat stuff obviously is at the bottom, keeping it nice and flat. And well, what are we missing here? Oh, there we go. So I guess the castle does need to go where it's flat up against this side and this side. But once that's in there, everything goes in there nice. There's no box stretch or anything. And again, these bit bins are just the right size to fit into this storage solution here. And there's probably enough room for you to sleeve your cards. And if they come out with an expansion for Viscounts, there's even a little bit more room for a few more cards. You never know what that might be, but there's even some space for that. So there you have it. That's my storage solution for Viscounts of the West Kingdom. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.